Welcome back to Never Enough Novels for another round of celebrity book club spoilers. Find out which books are going to be chosen for the September 2025 book clubs before they're announced to the public. Today I'm able to share the Good Morning America and the Read with Jenna celebrity book club picks. And if I hear what's going to be Oprah's or Reese Witherspoon's book club picks, I'll add it as a pinned comment to this video so you can check back. I'm sharing this info based on reliable sources within the book industry, so you can get a glimpse at the picks before they're officially announced in late August or early September. And hopefully you can pre-order these books or put them on hold at your library so you're first in line. I'll put the links to both of these books down below in the description. And make sure you're following along with my channel and that you like this video so you see all of my celebrity book club picks as soon as they're announced. We'll start with the Read with Jenna book club pick. This celebrity book club has been hosted by Jenna Hager-Bush since about 2019. And you can follow along on Instagram at her handle at Read with Jenna or use the hashtag Read with Jenna. And without further ado, her celebrity book club pick for September 2025 is Buckeye by Patrick Ryan. And this is a historical fiction novel that takes place in the moments right after the Allies' victory in World War II up through the following few decades. Our main characters, Margaret and Carl, share an unexpected and unplanned moment of passion after they hear the good news on VE Day. And it sounds innocent enough, but Margaret's husband is still serving overseas, and Carl's wife is waiting for him at home. This is a fleeting moment between a man who has been willing but unable to serve in the war due to a disability and a woman who has experienced loneliness over the past couple of years. But it sets off a chain of events that leads to secrets, lies, and plenty of emotional trauma. Patrick Ryan weaves a multi-generational saga exploring marriage and longing and forgiveness and the enduring effects of the war on ordinary lives. This is an intimate portrait of the mid-century small town life, and you'll see glimpses of things like soda fountains and suburban growth and a richly drawn cast of characters. It balances comic warmth with deep emotional insight. This novel examines the sometimes disconnect between marriage and desire, the persistence of regret and healing, and how personal choices can reverberate through time. This seems like it will lead to plenty of interesting discussions, and I really like how it takes place in the moments at the end of World War II and the following decades after it, rather than just focusing on the time period during the war. Next up is the Good Morning America book club pick. This one was also established in 2019. It's hosted by the Good Morning America team, and you can follow along on their Instagram account, which is GMA Book Club, or use the hashtag GMA Book Club. And the September 2025 GMA Book Club pick is called The Book of Lost Hours by Haley Gelfuso. And this is a magical realism historical fiction novel that spans 2 different decades. It was also recently picked as a Book of the Month option, so it has 2 votes in its favor. It follows our 2 main characters who are women at different periods in time who venture into the magical time space, which is a library housing the memories of the dead. This place is only accessible by specially crafted watches that have historically been passed down from father to son, but now many of those watches are owned by the government. We meet our first main character at 11 years old, and Elizabeth is actually trapped in the time space when her watchmaker father disappears and she cannot find a way out. She's been raised among these books and spectral echoes, and she eventually realizes that the government is accessing the time space but making changes to people's memories so that their memories more align with a version of history that they want to show rather than what actually happened. So Elizabeth is determined to preserve this history, and she ends up rescuing these memories by hiding them within her own personal volume that she created. Later on, her path intersects with American Ernest Duquesne, who is also a time walker, and he offers her a glimmer of the world outside of the time space that she's never really known since she was little. And this sets her on a course to change both history and the time space itself. In the second timeline, in 1965, we meet 16-year-old Amelia Duquesne, who is mourning her missing uncle named Ernest. She is given a mission by a CIA agent who approaches her to try and find the book of memories that her uncle was previously seeking. So Amelia also ventures into the time space on her own for the first time, and she discovers that the past and the truths that it holds are not exactly linear. I love that this one is a mix of historical fiction and magical realism. I love both of those aspects of a novel, and I'm really curious to see how it all comes together. Let me know in the comments which one of these two books you're more excited to read, and stay tuned next month for the next round of Celebrity Book Club spoilers.